What's going on, boys and girls? It's Friday. It's Cinco de Drinko, as we called it in the Facebook group this morning. We already had an over-under prop for how much tequila was going to be drank today. It's weird. This is the first time I haven't been in Cali or Phoenix for Cinco de Mayo in a long time, which is basically a national holiday in those two states. So it'll be interesting to see what it's like today outside.
A lot of people don't know Cinco de Mayo is an American drinking holiday. True story. My sophomore year at college, me and my idiot friends all went down to Mexico, bought big ass sombreros, little gun holsters for your beers, and the party never came. Got like blacked out drunk, and then literally took a cab to the border and then cab back. Cinco de Drinko's American, my dudes, but let's get people fed today.
So 2-3 yesterday. The algo is back. Uncle G carried me. We ended up down a half unit. We had the wrong home run prop in Baltimore. So we're going to switch it back up today. Gino's hot again. We're going to let him go back up on top, and we're going to let him kick it off.
This first play is for the homie Ben, and we bet he's a diehard Devils fan. These Devils are resilient. This line is off. The movement of it is off. It's New Jersey Devils money line plus 110. Nothing too crazy. I have this as it should be at even, just taking that 10% edge. I do believe they compete wire to wire, and I'm going to take these Devils pretty much anytime they're plus money in this series. Jumping off of hockey, straight to my play of the day. This is the play I think has the most value of any play that I've seen today. It's the Seattle Mariners, minus 124. They're home. They have a better pitcher on the hill, and they're up against Houston. More tickets are on Houston, but the line's sticking. The books are comfortable being exposed because they have the better pitcher on the hill and the home team. Hard stop. Those are my two plays, and I'm handing the mic over.
All right. We're going to teach you about a new player today as we get to it. So first pick, Rich Hill, old man lefty, is throwing for the Pirates today. And we found some value in this. They're against the Jays. The Jays finally warmed up. They're murdering the ball. We project him over 3 runs earned today at plus 100. If you're going to give me plus money on it, that's where the value is. Don't take it at minus 120, minus 130. And then the Cubs finally pulled up Matt Mervis. If you're unaware of who he is, he's their first base prospect that they've kept down for contract reasons, even though that's not what they said, so they get the extra year on him. It's May. They're finally bringing him up. The dude mashes the ball, just mashes the ball. His home run prop 2 months from now will be plus 300 like all the other home run hitters in the league. The wind's blowing out at almost 15 today in Chicago, so we're going to throw our home run props are half units, so we're going to throw a bet on Matt Mervis. And then our OddsJam play of the day, he started off slow, so he's getting disrespected a little bit. But speaking of, what we like with the Brewers, Corbin Burns, over 6.5 strikeouts today. He shouldn't be that low against this lineup. It's just, kind of disrespectful with as good as he is. The problem is he had 2 slow outings to start. So, again, we found it against plus money. I hate it's against my Giants, but we're striking out at a 28%.
We strike out a lot.
A lot. Right? So, again, it's a value bet. Don't go pay minus 120, minus 130. But we found this on the EV tool. It's a 5.5% EV play from OddsJam. And then we got a nice UFC card this weekend, and we're going to let Matty kick it off after his big hit last weekend.
Yes, sir.
Matty, how many units? I always cut you off because you don't brag enough. How many units did Matty stack last weekend?
18.2 was the net profit. It was a huge. That was the best weekend.
Wild.
I work 2 hours a day capping. It takes me a fucking month to get half of that.
Right.
The downside to my cards is I could easily lose 6 or 7 units though. Like that's the type of roller coaster you have to be with me on. Like one fight card I can drop 6 units and go 1-8, and then the next one I can go 4-7 and be up.
But real quick, if people are going to kick you when you're down, then we're allowed to celebrate you when you're up.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Yeah, I'm going to the co-main event. This is honestly, I might be more excited for this fight than the main event. Both very good fights with title implications for this one and the co-main event. So whoever wins this fight, Dana White said, will fight for the belt next after Colby Covington versus Leon Edwards. So this is a very important fight for both guys. Belal Muhammad is coming off of Ramadan where he did nothing but fast. Gilbert Burns, this is his like third fight in like 90 days or something, right? And this is a short notice fight for both guys. It's a 5-round non-title fight. So I love this under. I couldn't believe it was at plus money. I think the main reason it's plus money is Belal is not really a finisher, right? He gets a lot of decision wins. Gilbert Burns, obviously a big finisher on the feet and on the mat with his jiu-jitsu. I just think that the main reason I love this under is because Belal Muhammad is very difficult to take down. So he's going to stay in your face, and it's going to allow for a lot of striking exchanges. We saw Belal Muhammad TKO Sean Brady in his last fight, which no one saw that coming. Everyone had Sean Brady in that fight as a small favorite, and they thought, hey, if Belal Muhammad wins, it'll be by decision. But we've seen Belal Muhammad's striking is really improved, and we've also seen Gilbert Burns gas out a little bit throughout fights like he did against Khamzat Chimaev. So with this being a 5-rounder, I'm also taking round 3, 4, and 5 KO by Belal Muhammad. I think it'll be a stand-in TKO where this dude just unbelievable pressure. He weaponizes his cardio, gets in your face. Now, with that said, those 3 sprinkles are sprinkles because they're huge long shots, 29, 32, and 38 to 1. Obviously, if I win one of those, I hit the under 2. But I think Gilbert Burns' best path to victory is like a round 1 or 2 knockout. I think the later this fight goes, it starts to favor Belal Muhammad a lot. And I think that if Gilbert's going to catch him, it's going to be in that first or second round, in my opinion. So there's just a lot of reasons I could see this going under. And I think as the fight progresses, I think that Belal Muhammad KO is live. And the odds are so high on it because the guy just doesn't have a lot of finishes.
I get it.
And right, and if you bet it correctly, right, if you bet a quarter unit on the knockouts and you have a unit on the under 4.5, even if Gilbert, gets him in the second, you're still up a half a unit for the fight.
Yeah, or a quarter unit. Yeah.
Quarter unit.
Yeah.
All right, my dudes. I fucking love it. I got work calls today. Got to make some money. Let's go back and recap all the plays top to bottom. I'll go first. I like the New Jersey Devils today, plus 110. I don't think they should be anything more than even in this game. I'll take that 10% edge. My baseball play of the day, Seattle Mariners money line, minus 124. I cannot believe I'm getting this pitcher at home this cheap. I get it. The public loves Houston. I'll hand the mic over to T-Rev.
All right. I like old man Rich Hill to get shelled by the hot Blue Jays today, over 2.5 earned runs, plus 100. And then the rookie, first day in the show, Matt Mervis, plus 560. We're going to bet this a few times because, again, 2 months from now, it's going to be plus 300. And then our OddsJam play of the day, Corbin Burns, his last 2 starts, he's been there. I love our Giants, but we just strike out too much, right? We either hit bombs or we strike out. So over 6.5 Ks, we got it for plus 100 with like a 5% EV edge.
And Belal Muhammad, Gilbert Burns, under 4.5 rounds at plus money, and round 3, 4, or 5 sprinkles on the Belal Muhammad knockout.
Awesome. Well, everybody have a good Friday, and we'll see you boys tomorrow.
Later, buddy, gents.